Good morning, children. In the last class, we have discussed the form of equational line, that is normal form. That is, we have discussed all the forms of equational lines. That is, first one is slope-intercept form, point-slope form, 2 points form, intercept form, as well as normal form. Now, today we are going to we will discuss how we can convert the general form of equation line in different forms. As we have already discussed, I will just recall you transformation of general form of equation of line into different standard forms. First one is, you know what is the general form of equation line. General form of equation line is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. First one, how we can convert it in the form slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the y-intercept. How we can convert this equation in this form? That is, let it be equation number 1. That is one equation. This is the first case. This is the first case. 1 gives by is equal to minus ax minus c, because we have to convert y equal to. That is why first of all shift the term excluding y into right side. Again y is equal to minus a by b x plus minus c by a. Sorry, c by b. That means this is of the form y equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope is given by minus a by b. M is the slope given by minus a by b, and y-intercept is c. In the equation, y-intercept is equal to minus c by b. This is the first case. Now, what is the second case? Second form of equation of line is intercept form. Intercept form में कैसे इसको change किया जाए? Intercept form. In order to change intercept form, first of all we know what is the intercept form of equation of a line. Intercept form of equation of a line is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. That means equation of the line in intercept form is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. We have to convert the general form ax plus by plus c equal to 0 in intercept form. That means in the right side we have to bring 1. That can be written as, that is, this can be written as ax plus by is equal to minus c, implies ax by minus c plus by minus c is equal to 1, implies x by minus c upon a plus y by minus c upon b is equal to 1. That means this is converted to intercept form. The denominator of x is x-intercept. What is x-intercept here? X-intercept equal to c by minus c by a. And what is y-intercept? Y-intercept is the denominator of y, that is equal to minus c by b. Now, next form is normal form. Normal, what is the normal form? We have gone through normal form in the live class. That is, normal form is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. Now, our equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now, how we can convert it? I am not going to show you all the steps. In order to change general form to normal form, you have to divide the whole equation by the square root of the coefficient of x plus the square of coefficient of y. Now, हम इसके लिए जनरल फॉर्म नॉर्मल फॉर्म लिया था x cos ओमेगा प्लस y sin ओमेगा इक्वल टू p. तो इस इक्वेशन को उधर ले जाएंगे तो माइनस सी हो जाएगा. उसको कंपेयर करके वी हैव फाउंड द वैल्यूज ऑफ a b and p in terms of a b, capital A B C. I will write it directly. P is the modulus. Modulus means positive sign, because p is the length, root a square plus b square. And a cos alpha, we have to find cos gamma. We have to find cos gamma, sin gamma, as well as p in terms of a, b and c. Cos gamma is equal to, you can recall from the past videos, that is plus or minus a upon root a square plus b square. We can just revise it from the past videos. Similarly, sin alpha is equal to plus or minus b upon root a square plus b square. This is the recalling part. How we can convert general form into slope-intercept form, and normal form. Now let us start doing question. First question I am doing is example 1. Example 1, page number 23.68. Page number 23.68. Question is very simple. I am reading the question. Transform the equation of the line root 3x plus y minus 8 equal to 0. Root 3x plus y minus 8 equal to 0 into first part is slope intercept form, and second part is first one is slope intercept form and find its slope and y-intercept. Second is intercept form, find the intercepts on the coordinate axis. Third one is normal form and inclination of the perpendicular segment from origin on the line with x-axis and its length. First of all, we have to convert this in the form slope intercept form. What is slope intercept form? Y equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to minus root 3x plus 8. That is, this is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. Therefore, m means slope. Therefore, slope is equal to, what is slope? Slope we are getting is minus root 3 and c is 8 and minus root 3 and y-intercept. Y-intercept is equal to plus 8. That is first condition. Second is you have to convert into intercept form. Root 3x plus y minus 8 equal to 0 can be written as root 3x plus y is equal to 8, because we have to transfer the constant to right side so that we can convert it into 1, right side by 1, by dividing the whole equation by the constant on right side. Dividing the whole equation by 8, you get root 3x upon 8 plus y by 8 is equal to 1. Now you have to convert in the form. What is the intercept form? Intercept form is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. That means the coefficient of x should be 1 here in the numerator. Only x can come in the numerator as well as y can come in the numerator. Here y is alone, but x is with root 3, so that root 3 should be transferred to denominator just by adjustment. That means x by 8 by root 3 plus y by 8 is equal to 1. This is of the form x by a plus y by b equal to 1, where a is equal to 8 by root 3. 8 by root 3, that is, a stands for x-intercept. X-intercept is equal to 8 by root 3 and b stands for y-intercept. B equal to y-intercept. Y-intercept is equal to 8. This is the second part. Now third part is a little bit complicated, that we have to listen very carefully. Now we have to change into normal form. Normal form में change करने के लिए direct we can't do anything. What is the step? I will explain. First of all, let me write the given equation. Root 3x plus y minus 8 equal to 0. This is the first equation. Now what we will do? First of all, we will transfer this 8 into right side, that is constant, without having the variables into right side, that is root 3x plus y is equal to x. Now what is the next? 8 equal to 8. Now what is the next step? यहाँ तक आने के बाद आपको पूरे इक्वेशन को अंडर रूट ऑफ कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x होल स्क्वायर प्लस कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ y होल स्क्वायर से आपको डिवाइड करना है. कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x होल स्क्वायर, लेट मी राइट प्रॉपरली, कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x whole square plus coefficient of y whole square. This step is very important. You have to divide the whole equation by the coefficient of x whole square plus the coefficient of y whole square. That is, coefficient of x whole square is under root of root 3 whole square. It is better to do it separately. Otherwise, you will get confused. Root 3 x square, root 3 whole square plus 1 square, that is root 10. Now you have to divide the whole equation by the coefficient of x whole square plus the coefficient of y whole square. Becomes by dividing, let it be equation number 1, by dividing 1 by the coefficient of x whole square plus coefficient of y whole square, that is root 10, you will get, let me take the value root 3 whole square plus 1 is wrong. Root 3 whole square is 3 plus 1 is 4, that is root 3 plus 1 equal to root 4, that is 2. That means you have to divide Once more I am saying root 3 whole square plus 1 square equal to 3 plus 1, that is 4 equal to 2. Now you have to divide the whole equation by 2, because the value of under root of coefficient of x whole square plus coefficient of y whole square equal to 2. That means root 3 by 2x. I am writing it by splitting separately the term containing x and y, plus y by 2 is equal to 4. Now x cos omega plus, what is the normal form? Normal form is, what is normal form? Normal form is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. P we have got as 4. Now you have to find the value of root 3 by 2. Which value of cos will give you root 3 by 2? That is, you will get the root, this is of the form this is cos 60, x into cos 60 plus y into cos 60 is root 3 by 2. And let me check once more. Cos sin 30 and cos 30. Once more, sin 30 equal to cos 60 equal to 1 by 2. ध्यान से करना. Sin 60 is equal to cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Then what is the value of this one? S cos 30 plus y sin 30 is equal to 4. That means that if you want to convert it in the form pi, I told you pi stands for 180 degree. You can write this as x cos pi by 6, 30 degree plus y sin pi by 6 is equal to 4. That means the inclination of the perpendicular with the x-axis is omega is equal to pi by 6, and the distance of the perpendicular from origin is 4. Otherwise, you can write this as cos omega is equal to root 3 by 2 if you want to write it directly, and sin omega is equal to 1 by 2. This is the first question. But I suggest to write this in the form, because you know the value of root 3 by 2 of cos respective angle as well as value of 1 by 2 for sine of the respective angle. Now first question is over. Second question is produce the lines. I am reading the question. Example 2 of the same page number. Example 2, page number 23.69. Let me read the questions. 23.69. I am reading the question. Question is reduce the lines 3x minus 4y plus 4 equal to 0 and 4x minus 3y plus 12 equal to 0 in normal form, and hence determine which line is nearer to origin. That is, you are given two lines, 3x minus 4y plus 4 equal to 0, let it be equation number 1, 4x minus 3y plus 12 equal to 0, equation number 2. You are asked to convert both the equation in normal form, hence you have to find which line is nearer to origin. That means the value of p in the equation x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p, the value of p which is least will be nearer to origin. First of all, let us convert this in normal form. That is, what is the square root of coefficient of x whole square? You can do it directly also, but for your better understanding, I am writing each step. That is y whole square. That is under root of 3 square plus minus 4 square, that is under root of 9 plus 16, that is 25 equal to 5. That means this becomes 1 becomes 3 by 5 x minus 4 by 5 y is equal to, you have to convert in standard form, that is minus 4 by 5. Since this right side quantity give you the distance of the perpendicular, this can't be negative. ये राइट साइड की क्वांटिटी आपको डिस्टेंस ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर दे रहा है, तो कभी नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकता है. तो इन ऑर्डर टू मेक दिस क्वांटिटी पॉजिटिव, यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई द होल इक्वेशन बाय माइनस साइन. दैट इज माइनस 3 by 5x प्लस 4 by 5 इज इक्वल टू 4 by 5. दैट इज दिस इज ऑफ द फॉर्म x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to, let it be p1, where p1 is equal to 4 by 5. हम इसको cos omega और sin omega में चेंज नहीं करेंगे, बिकॉज वैल्यू इज लाइक दिस, वी डोंट नो वैल्यूज, सो दैट यू कैन कन्वर्ट अप टू दिस स्टेप. यहां तक करके आप छोड़ सकते हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास इसका वैल्यूज नहीं है. व्हाट इज सेकेंड इक्वेशन? सेकेंड इक्वेशन इज, लेट मी रब दिस. सेकेंड इक्वेशन इज you are given as 4x minus 3y plus 12 equal to 0. पहले हम उसको 12 को राइट साइड में ले जाते हैं. That implies 4x minus 3y equal to minus 12. Now I am not going to write the coefficient of x whole square plus coefficient of y whole square. You can directly write this from the equation. Coefficient of x is 4 or coefficient of y is minus 3. Coefficient of x whole square plus coefficient of y whole square is 4 square plus minus 3 whole square. 16 plus 9 again 25. Under 25 equal to 5. You'll get 4 by 5x minus 3 by 5y is equal to minus 12 by 5. Now again in the previous case you have to convert this into positive because this shows distance, so that you have to multiply the whole equation by minus sign. Minus 4 by 5x plus 3 by 5y, sorry y is left, 3 by 5y is equal to 12 by 5. Again we have converted the second equation also in the normal form, that is this is of the form x cos omega plus y sin omega. Let me check. X cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. We can't change omega. We can't find the value of omega because the value is minus 5 by 5. We don't know the values. That is why you can leave this much. That means we have converted both equation in normal form. First form of equation is converted in this form. Second is converted in this form. Now this is the form P2. Now P2 is the distance of the perpendicular from origin 12 by 5. अब आपसे पूछा गया दोनों लाइन कौन सी लाइन आपके ओरिजिन के नजदीक में है. P1 क्या मिला था? P1 equal to 4 by 5. Now which is least? 4 by among 4 by 5 and 12 by 5. 12 by 5 is greater than 4 by 5. That implies P2 is greater than P1. That implies P1 is less than P2. P1 means the distance of the first line from origin, that is least. So that you can say that first line, what is the first line? 3x minus 4y plus 4 equal to 0. 3x minus 4y plus 4 equal to 0 is nearer to origin. Nearer to origin because ये P1 और P2 distance of the line from origin बता रहा है. P1 P2 से कम है, so that first line is nearer to origin than second one. This is the second question. Now next question is I am doing example 3. This is NCERT question. Example 3, page number 23.69. Page number 23.69. I am reading the question. Find values of k for which the line k minus 3 multiplied by x. You also just open Adi Sharma whenever you see my video. K minus 3x minus 4 minus k square into y plus k square minus 7k plus 6 equal to 0. First part is if it is parallel to x-axis, second is parallel to y-axis, third is passing through origin. Let me write the equation. What is given equation? Given equation is k minus 3 into x. Equation is little bit long. That's why I am writing the next line. K minus 3 into x minus 4 minus k square into y plus k square minus 7k plus 6 equal to 0. This is the given line. You have to find the value of k if first part is if the line 1. First part is line 1 is parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. If a line is parallel to x-axis, the angle between both the line will be 0. So that theta equal to 0. That implies m equal to tan 0 equal to 0. That means slope of this line is 0. How we can find slope of this line? If you write this in the intercept form, point slope form, you can write this in the form. First of all, let me change 4 minus k into y is equal to k minus 3 into x plus k square minus 7k plus 6. सारे स्टेप आरडी में नहीं बताया, इसलिए हर एक स्टेप आप समझना. It is not easy to learn each and every step without doing the calculation. That means y is equal to k minus 3 upon 4 minus k into x. That is y equal to mx plus c plus this term is not necessary, then also we are doing k square minus 7k plus 6 upon 4 minus k. Now this is of the form m plus c, but mx plus c, that is slope equal to m. What is slope that you are getting? Slope we are getting is equal to, that is 4 minus k square. Sorry, what k square is leaving. 4 minus k square वापस चेक करना. 4 minus k square into y equal to k minus 3 into x plus k square minus 7k plus 6. एक स्क्वायर लगाना भूल गए, ध्यान से करना. ऐसे सिंपल मिस्टेक सारे आंसर को गलत कर देंगे. दैट इज 4 minus k square, अगेन 4 minus k square. इससे इस फर्स्ट पार्ट में कोई आंसर में इफेक्ट नहीं आता है, फिर भी वी हैव टू डू. Slope of m equal to k minus 3 upon 4 minus k square. Since this line 1 is parallel to x-axis, m equal to 0 because theta equal to 0, so that tan 0 equal to 0 implies k minus 3 upon 4 minus k square equal to 0 implies k equal to 3. That is the first part. Now what is second part? It is perpendicular to x-axis. इसमें आपको थोड़ा सा एक कॉन्सेप्ट लॉजिक लगाना है. Perpendicular to x-axis. The given line is perpendicular to x-axis. The angle between them is pi by 2. That is pi by 2 means 90. Theta equal to pi by 2. Now that means if theta is equal to pi by 2, sorry, parallel to y-axis. You are given parallel to y-axis. Parallel to y-axis means like this. Theta equal to pi by 2. Now tan theta क्या होगा? Tan theta equal to tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2, what is the value of tan 90? बोलिए, sin 90 by cos 90, that is infinity, not defined. Now this is m equal to infinity. We can't equate m with infinity because we don't know the value of infinity. So that then this step what I am going to do is very important. 1 by m equal to 1 by infinity. That means something upon infinity equal to 0. Angle parallel to y-axis होता है, angle कितना होता है? पाई बाई 2 90 होता है. तो m नॉट डिफाइंड होता है. इसको डिफाइंड फॉर्म में लाने के लिए रेसिप्रोकल ले लिया. नहीं, व्हाट इज 1 बाई m? आपने पहले m निकाल के रखा है. m इज व्हाट? m इज k माइनस 3 अपॉन m इज k माइनस 3 अपॉन 4 माइनस k स्क्वायर. देन 1 बाई m इक्वल टू 0 implies, just taking the reciprocal, 4 minus k square by k minus 3 equal to 0. This step is very important. Until and unless you don't know this step, this question can't be done. Are you getting? That is implies 4 minus k square is equal to 0 implies k is equal to plus or minus 2. This is the value of k plus 2 minus 2. The line is perpendicular to not x-axis, perpendicular to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. Both are right. Y-axis का parallel होना या x-axis का perpendicular होना एक ही बात है. x-axis का perpendicular होता है तो y-axis का parallel होता है. Now third part is if it is passing through origin. If the line passing through origin, third part, passing through origin. If the line passing through origin, the value of x coordinate becomes 0 as well as value of y coordinate becomes 0. That means 0 plus k square minus 7k plus 6 equal to 0. That implies k square minus 7k plus 6 equal to 0. By splitting middle term, we will get k minus 1 into k minus 6 equal to 0. This I can't show all the steps since you are in class 11. That implies k equal to 1 or k equal to 6. That is the third case, k equal to 1 or k equal to 6. Next question that we are going to do is little bit difficult, little bit brain teaser, and open the page number 23.70, example 7. Example 7, page number 23.70. First of all, let me read the question. I am reading the question. Find the coordinates of one vertex of an equilateral triangle with centroid at the origin and the opposite side is x plus y minus 2 equals 0. You are asked to find coordinate of one vertex of an equilateral triangle whose centroid is at origin. Centroid means x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, and the opposite side whose vertex is found out, it is to be found out is x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. Let me draw the figure. Without drawing this figure, we can't do the question. I told you whenever you have any confusion, in 2D means straight line. It is better to draw the figure. Let me draw the coordinate x as y, x dash, y dash. And you are given a triangle. Triangle का shape कैसे भी हो सकता है. I am taking the triangle like this. You can do in any way. But one thing is very important. The centroid must lie on. तो उसको थोड़ा सा और बड़ा कर लेते हैं. That is, this becomes like this. The centroid of this triangle must lie on the origin. This is origin. Now let ABC be the vertices of triangle. Let ABC be the vertices of the triangle with coordinate AB x1, y1, B is x2, y2, and C is x3, y3. I have to rub the figure, so concentrate this figure. Now this is centroid. Centroid is the point of intersection of medians. Let D be the midpoint of the side BC. Now if I draw if I join O and extend it up to D, then AD will be the median. So median का meeting point of the centroid. So D is the midpoint of BC that we assume, and AD is the median, and it should pass through the centroid. Now you have to find the coordinate of x1, y1, and whose opposite side, that is BC. The equation of BC is given as x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. This is the question. क्वेश्चन में एक ट्रायंगल दे रखा है, इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल है. इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल का एक वर्टेक्स का कोऑर्डिनेट्स निकालना है जिसका सेंट्रोइड ओरिजिन में लाई हो रहा है और उसका अपोजिट साइड का इक्वेशन x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. That means we have to find the value of x1 and y1. Are you getting? Now, since O is the centroid means, what is the formula for find centroid? x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. O is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. But this centroid coincides with origin. Coordinates of O is 0, 0, that is origin. So that you can equate first coordinate with 0 as well as second coordinate also with 0. That implies x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 equal to 0 implies x1 plus x2 plus x3 equal to 0. I have to rub the board meanwhile because the question is too long. That implies x1, x2 plus x3 is equal to minus x1. क्यों? Because we have to find the value of x1. Similarly, y1 plus y2 plus y3 equal to 0 implies y1 plus y2 plus y3 equal to 0 implies y2 plus y3 is equal to minus y1. That is equation number 2. That means we have converted this much. Now you know that in an equilateral triangle, median, angle bisector, altitude as well as perpendicular bisector all are coinciding. Since AD is the median, then AD is also perpendicular to BC by the property of equilateral triangle. See, you know the coordinate of x1, y1, the coordinate of origin O, 0, 0. That means AD is perpendicular to BC by the property of equilateral triangle. Then AO is also perpendicular to BC because AO is a part of AD. AO AD का part है तो AD perpendicular तो AO भी perpendicular हो जाएगा. Now how we can find slope of AO? Slope of AO क्यों find out कर रहे हैं? Slope of AO is not perpendicular because its part which is perpendicular. Slope of AO is same as slope of AD. Why? Because AD लो आप AO लो, आपके पास दो पॉइंट आ रहे हैं AD के ऊपर. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज A, सेकंड पॉइंट इज O. नाउ इफ how we can find slope of a line passing through two given points x1 y1 and x2 y2, we can find the slope using the formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. That means here x1 y1 can be written as x1 y1, x2 y2 can be written as 0, 0. That is slope of AO is equal to slope of AD is equal to y1 minus 0, yeah, 0 minus 1 you can write y1 minus 0 upon x1 minus 0, that is y1 by x1. Now what is the slope of this line BC? Slope of BC, because You know that AD is perpendicular to BC means product of slope equal to -1. Slope of BC you can find using the formula. Slope of BC you can, no need of using the formula, since the equation of BC is given x plus y minus 2 equal to 0, that we have assumed y is equal to minus x plus 2. This is the form, slope intercept form, slope equal to -1. Now since AD is perpendicular to BC, AD is perpendicular to BC, slope of AD into slope of BC equal to -1, that implies y1 by x1 हमने अभी निकाला था, into this slope is, this is -1, slope of y equal to mx plus c, minus x plus c means -1. -1 is equal to -1 by the formula m1 into m2 equal to -1. From this you get x1 equal to y1, that is equation number 3. You can assume अभी ऊपर 2 equation तक बनाया था, this is third equation. Now since you are given a condition D is the midpoint of BC, so that you can find the value of D. D is the midpoint of BC. D is the midpoint of BC. This question is little bit difficult. ध्यान से देखें. That is x2 plus x3 by 2, comma y2 plus y3 by 2. Now D lies on which line? D is lying on BC. That means D lies on BC means D must satisfy the equation of BC, that is x plus y minus 2 equals 0. That is x2 plus x3 by 2 plus y2 plus y3 by 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Now x2 plus x3, you have got the value of x2 plus x3 is minus x1. That is from some of the equation, वो इक्वेशन कौन सा आप खुद देख लीजिए. minus x1 by 2 minus y1 by 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Now simplifying this, you will get x1 plus y1 plus 4 equal to 0, that is equation number 4. Equation 3 we have got as x1 equal to y1. That means we got two equations x1 and y1. If you eliminate the, if you solve this equation by method of elimination, we can find the value of x1 as well as y1. For putting the value of x1 equal to y1 in 4, you will get y1 plus y1 plus 4 equal to 0 implies 2y1 is equal to minus 4 implies y1 equal to minus 2. If y1 equal to minus 2, using the equation 3, x1 is also equal to minus 2. Therefore, किसका coordinate पूछा आपसे? A का. Therefore, coordinates of A that we have assumed as x1 y1, coordinate of A is minus 2 comma minus 2. I will, that is the answer. Once more I am explaining. एक triangle दे रखा है जिसके equilateral coordinates हमने assume किया और उसका vertex का coordinate निकालना है जो जिसका सेंट्रोइड ओरिजिन में लाई हो रहा है, उस वर्टेक्स का ऑपोजिट साइड x plus y minus 2 equal to 0 है. पहले सेंट्रोइड से इक्वेशन बना लिया ओरिजिन के साथ मिला करके, देन स्लोप ऑफ AD स्लोप ऑफ BC इक्वल टू -1 से दूसरा इक्वेशन बना लिया. फिर देन वी फाउंड द कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ D by putting the value of D equal to x plus y minus 2. We formed equation 4 by solving 3 and 4. We got the values of x1 equal to minus 2 and x2 y1 equal to minus 2. That is coordinate of x1 comma y1 is minus 2 comma minus 2. I think that you are following me. This question you have to do at least 2 to 3 times so that you will be cleared. Next topic, a number of questions are remaining. You have to do. I am giving you the homework. Homework is example 4. This also you have to do. Example 4, page number 23.69. If you do homework, then it will be beneficial for you. Example 4, example 5 of the same page number. Example 4, example 5. And next one, example 6. Example 6 is very important question. These three, that is 23.69, 23.70. This is also 23.70 page. These three are homework. You can do. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Next topic is, that means we have covered number of almost all the questions solved of this topic. That is conversion of general form to different form of equation of line. Next is topic is points of intersection of two lines. Yeah, point of intersection of two lines. How we can find the point of intersection of two lines? It is very simple. if you are given equation of any two lines, how you can find its point of intersection? You can find the point of intersection by just solving it. That you can do. I am not going to do it. Next topic is, if you know the vertices of a triangle. If you know the vertices of a triangle as x1 y1, comma x2 y2, comma x3 y3, how you can find its area? One method is you can solve all the three coordinates and using the formula plus 10 half into mod x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. That is outdated formula for you. Now I am going to give you a new formula, that is half into the area of a triangle having vertices x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3 is half. This is modulus. Modulus means area should be always positive. x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, comma x3 y3 1. Now how can we solve? Open it. I also told you. So इसको खोलने के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हाफ इंटू x1 करेंगे. x1 लेते वक्त x1 का रो और कॉलम को माइनस करेंगे तो y2 माइनस y3 वही फॉर्मूला आएगा. सेकंड में माइनस लेंगे माइनस y1, उस रो को आप हटाएंगे x2 माइनस x3 हो जाएगा. थर्ड वन उस रो और कॉलम को हटाएंगे तो x2 y3 माइनस x3 y2 होगा. नाउ आई एम डूइंग अ क्वेश्चन, देन you will get clear idea about that one. That is example 2. Example 2, page number 23.73. If you can do unsolved question also, it is good, but at least you have to do all the exercises of NCERT book with miscellaneous exercise as well as all the solved examples. That is very essential. I am reading the question. Example 2 of page number 23.73. Find the area of the triangle formed by the lines. You are given a triangle which is formed by the lines. Three lines should be there because the triangle has three sides. Y equal to x, y equal to 2x, and third line is y equal to 3x plus 4. You have to find the area of this triangle whose sides are represented by this one. Y equal to x is equation 1, y equal to 2x can be taken as equation 2, y equal to 3x plus 4 can be taken as equation 3. Let first equation represents at AB, second BC, and third AC of triangle ABC. Now you have to find the vertices ABC. By solving AB and BC, you will get one vertex, that is B. How we can solve 1 and 2? 1 and 2 gives x equal to 2x implies x equal to 0. If x equal to 0, then y is also equal to 0. The one coordinate you have got as 0, 0, that is B. Now BC को solve करेंगे हमको C में रहेगा, that is y equal to 2x. You can replace 2 in 3 gives 2x is equal to, this is not given addition, I am showing each and every step. 2x equal to 3x plus 4 implies minus x equal to 4 implies x equal to minus 4. X equal to minus 4 means equation 2 gives y equal to minus 8. That is coordinate of C is minus 4 comma minus 8. B मिल गया और C मिल गया. Now A is remaining. From these two, A vertex is coming common. 1 and 3 gives. For convenience, I am giving the name. 1 and 3 gives x equal to 3x plus 4 implies minus 2x equal to 4 implies x equal to minus 2. If x equal to minus 2, from 1 y is also equal to minus 2. That is C vertex is equal to minus 2 minus 2. First vertex, let me check. First vertex is 0 0. Second vertex is minus 4 8. Third vertex is minus 2 2. Now you can use the formula half into modulus x1 into y2 minus y3. That is area of triangle ABC is equal to half into modulus x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. x1 y1 is what you have got x1 y1 ऊपर 0 0 लेंगे तो आपको उसको सॉल्व करने में दिक्कत आएगी. तो हम फर्स्ट कोऑर्डिनेट ये लेते हैं minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 1. You can take 0 also, then it will be a little bit complicated. 0 0 1. Third vertex is minus 4 minus 8 1. Now like as I told you, we can open it half into, first क्या लेना है minus 2 लेना है, minus 2 into upward minus downward. 0 minus minus 8, that is 0 plus 8. First plus, second minus, third plus. This is the concept of opening determinant that you will study in class 12. That is minus minus plus 2. Again replacing this by this 0 plus 4. Let me check. By deleting this one, 0 plus 4. Third one is third again plus. Deleting this one, you will get 0. That means half into mod minus 60 plus 8. That is half into mod minus 8. Mod minus 8 is plus 8. Half into 8. That is 4 square unit. Now last question of today's class is, I am giving homework also. You have to consistently do the homework with me, otherwise you will be in trouble. The next question, example 5. That means already 3 questions I have given you homework. Fourth question is example 5, 23.73. In this question, you are given the sides of the triangle, the medians of the triangle. Find the medians of the triangle whose sides are given by the line. आपको तीनों sides का इक्वेशन दे रखा है, आपको मीडियन निकालना है. तो मीडियन निकालने के लिए सबसे पहले आप तीनों वर्टेक्स निकालेंगे, वर्टेक्स के बाद मिड पॉइंट निकालेंगे, फिर 2 पॉइंट फॉर्म लगाएंगे. यू कैन डू बाय योरसेल्फ. Last question of this today's class is example 4. This is homework. Example 4, page number 23.4. I am reading the question. Find the value of m. Fourth is the line mx plus 2m plus 3 multiplied by y plus m plus 6 equal to 0 and 2m plus 1 multiplied by x plus m minus 1 multiplied by y plus f minus 9 equal to 0 intersect on y axis. आपको m का वैल्यू निकालना है. इसके लिए आपको दो लाइन दे रखी है. 2m plus 3 multiplied by y, because I have to check the equation. अगर थोड़ी सी मिस्टेक हो गए, सॉरी देखिए पहले mx लिखना भूल गए. mx plus 2m plus 1 multiplied by 2m plus 3 multiplied by y plus m plus 6 equal to 0. That is first line. Question number is example 4, 23.74. If I told it is 0, you have to correct it. Now this is first equation. Second equation is 2m plus 1 multiplied by x plus m minus 1 multiplied by y plus 9 equal to 0 is intersecting at the point y axis. That means x coordinate 0 होगा. So for that you have to find the value of x coordinate. By doing cross multiplication, I will not show you all the steps. I am writing the values by cross multiplication method in class 10. X by 2m plus 3, x by 2m plus 3 multiplied by b1 c2 minus c2 b1, m minus 9, that you can do by yourself. I am not showing you any all the steps. M minus 1 multiplied by m plus 6, that is x by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to m minus 1 in m plus 6, y by b का कॉलम हट जाएगा a2 c1, that is 2m plus 1 multiplied by m plus 6 minus a1 c2 m into m minus 9 is equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1, m into m minus 1 minus 2m plus 1 into 2m plus 3. This is a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2. तो वैल्यू डाल दिया. x by 2m plus 3 into m plus 9 minus m minus 1 into m plus 6 equal to y upon 2m plus 1 into m plus 6 minus m into m minus 9 equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1, m into m minus 1 minus 2m plus 1 into 2m plus 3. Now this question is a little bit long, so that I have to rub the board. X upon, by solving it you get m square minus 20m minus 21, that is the denominator of x, is equal to y by m square plus 22m plus 6 is equal to 1 upon minus 3 into m square plus 3m plus 1. साथ में आप एडिशन में भी देखिए x by m square minus 20m plus 20m minus 21 is equal to y by m square plus 22m plus 6 equal to 1 upon minus 3 into m square plus 3m plus 1. We have to find the coordinate of x because since the line intersect y axis, x coordinate will be 0. That is x equal to what? X equal to, by cross multiplication we get x equal to m square minus 20m minus 21 upon again, and second this is denominator is minus 3 into m square plus 3m plus 1. That is x coordinate. No need of finding y coordinate. Then also I am writing y is equal to, that is m square plus 22m plus 6 upon minus 3 into m square plus 3m plus 1. Since the line intersect y-axis, the y-axis at a point, x coordinate is equal to 0. X coordinate is 0. That implies this is 0. That implies m square minus 20m minus 21 upon 3 upon minus 3 into m square plus 3m plus 1 equal to 0. That implies by cross multiplication we will get m square minus 20m minus 21 equal to 0. By splitting middle term you will get m minus 21 into m plus 1. Minus 21 plus 1 minus 20 equal to 0 implies m equal to 21 or m is equal to minus 1. That is the values of the m if the given two lines given in the equation is intersected at a point on y-axis. That means we have done a number of questions today. I have given you number of homework also. I hope that you understood all these questions. See you again in the next class. Thank you.